What are simple, adult things that give you anxiety? Making a phone call. Dudes. Asking for samples at Costco somehow makes me feel like the greediest, most entitled person alive. Applications, forms, formal documents of any kind. Office small talk. I hate it and I barely understand it. Making a doctor's appointment. Being sold to, upsold at stores. I'm so bad at saying no and it always makes me feel super awkward. Like just let me get what I came for and leave. Getting off at the right bus stop. I can't listen to music on the bus or use my phone or do anything that'd distract me out of fear that I'd miss my stop, get off at the wrong one. Even on hour-long bus journeys I'd be on the edge of my seat watching out the window shitting bricks that I'd miss my stop. Pretty much any gathering with people I don't see often. Watching someone type slowly. One does not simply go to a dentist. Going into a crowded room. Waking up. Paying for my existence at the end of each month. Answering the doorbell. Making a phone call. I don't know why but for some reason that gives me major anxiety. Government offices, DMVs, Society Security Office, anything along those lines. Buying anything. I'll recount my money until it drives me insane. I'll even give the cashier extra bills because I'm so paranoid that I didn't give them enough. I never want to go through that awkward interaction of you need X amount more and not having it. Having to talk to anyone outside my family, friend. Just being alive. Having to leave my apartment for anything. Room full of noises, expectations to contribute to small talk, waking up with a new pain somewhere, getting pulled over by police when you have no idea why, getting cornered into a political debate you didn't ask for. Having to make the decisions. Driving past cops. Never have anything illegal in the car and can be driving the speed limit but I feel like they follow me for miles at a time while cars driving much faster than me are ignored. Using a small paycheck to pay bills. Sending emails. I've always been terrible at them and fret over my wording constantly. Making outbound calls for appointments, simple inquiries, orders, UGHH. Driving. What my friends are thinking while they drive. I feel so free and independent when I drive. You'll love it, trust me. What I'm thinking while I drive. All of you motherfuckers are out to get me. Get the fuck away from me semi-trucks. You're 4 times the length of my car and 100 times heavier, you don't need to be up my ass. Screw this shit. I was out applying for jobs today. The worst. Ordering my own food at restaurants. I'm terrified that I'll somehow accidentally offend the waiter while I'm ordering my burger somehow. Calling anyone. Paying my bills. I just moved out on my own a few months ago. I know I have enough money in my account, but it still get nervous until I see the payment confirmation email. Making a left-hand turn at a busy two-way stop. Directions. All roads, exits, interstates, highways look the same to me. I have the worst sense of direction. Making a CV. Filing taxes. Any dealing with a bank, or applying for credit. I'm in my 40s, business owner with a family and reasonably affluent, and never been turned down for credit and never missed a repayment in my life. Still fills me with terror though. Being invited to a party by the host where I know no one by the host. Checking the mail. Speaking to large groups. Interestingly, it is the anticipation of the speaking event. Once I am in the moment I immediately relax and almost enjoy it. People tell me I am pretty good at public speaking but I still feel anxious in advance. Lighting a gas barbecue. Honestly, I feel like I can handle a lot of simple, adult things, but I absolutely hate grocery shopping and checking out with a cashier and not using self-checkout. First off, I really hate small talk. Secondly, and I'm really particular about how I like my groceries bagged and I set them in the basket in a way that makes sense in my head on how they should be bagged but they don't do it and obviously I can't expect them to read my mind, but it drives me nuts. I have gone to self-checkout with a basket full of groceries because of this but let's be honest I look like an asshole and I hold up the line. I even had to wait on the person managing self-checkout once because I scanned over 50 items and the computer stopped at that point because it was too many I guess. I know it's a first world problem if anything and I should get over it. I can't even say why it bothers me. It just does. I like having my items bagged in a way that makes sense in my head. I need to find an Aldi and start going there where I have time to let the cashier do the scanning and me bag them myself, so it doesn't give me as much stress seeing them bagged incorrectly. Okay, I'm sorry for ranting everyone. Talking to my boss, in any context. Checking my emails. My last manager didn't like me, my face didn't fit. I always felt anxious in my role and was always getting into bother. I dreaded every email from her. I am now in a new job which I love, my managers and colleagues are lovely and I'm happy, but I'm getting into bother again as I'm missing important emails. What I haven't told my manager is that I now have a genuine fear of logging on. Trying to determine the difference between want and need. Do I want to take this weekend and just literally do nothing to rest? Or do I literally need to give my brain and body a weekend to veg out for the sake of my mental health? Do I need to drive a fuel-efficient, economically viable car, or do I just want to feel like I'm making a smart choice even if I prefer something fun like a Jeep? Stuff like this. Checking my mail. Had a few bad letters in the past, now always dread them to the point that my partner opens all my mail. Haircut. Waking up very early and you can't sleep anymore till you hear the birds chirping and you're fucked. Cops. Even if I'm not doing anything wrong. My seatbelt will be on, all lights are good, tags up to date, speed limit up to par, and here I am shitting bricks until they turn off the road. Only thought running through my mind is I do not want to pay some bullshit ticket. Driving. I have been driving from age 16, 42 now, and have never caused an accident, but every time I control a car I think about how many people die in road accidents. It's low-level anxiety, and it keeps me alert, but I will never feel comfortable driving. Cars are pretty much fast-moving death machines, and every ride without an accident is a blessing. Phone ringing. I work the sort of job that could involve a gigantic, multi-million-dollar disaster if I blink the wrong way. Nobody ever bothers me, so when that phone occasionally rings, it stands my fucking hair on end. I'm a 30-year-old man that's just now starting to learn how to drive, and it's terrifying because I'm not used to it. If I can't handle a small kitchen, how can I handle a dozen patients? I guess I got this undiscovered knack for caring for people. Little did I know. I guess my anxiety will go away then. Forms needing filled out. Going to the grocery store. Everyone is depressed or sad trudging along after they get out of work. I'm not used to that kind of low morale and overbearing soul-crushing negativity, so I go at 3 or 4 in the morning. Having to answer the door. I guess it might be less stressful if I wasn't half naked most of the time. Talking on the phone. Did I remember to? Going out during the day. I still feel like I'm supposed to be in school or something even when it's been years since I graduated. Talking to women. Going to the bank for literally any reason. I am a father of 2, and yet every time I talk to someone at a bank I have this feeling like I have signed something incorrectly, so I will be put in jail and my adult card be revoked. Someone knocking on the door. Getting calls from unknown numbers. Having to leave a voicemail. The phone call is bad enough, but at least I rehearsed what I was going to say. Now I have no fucking idea. Driving to a unknown place or location. I have to look in G-Maps and drive in the map because I suck at driving and get lost easily. Being put on hold. Do I keep listening or do I have time to go make some food? What if I take a bite of my food just as they take me off hold? I should have opted for their ring back service. Opts for ring back service. So what do I do now? Just wait. If I go for a shower and they call me, will I hear the phone ring? Now I can't call anyone as they might call me and get the engaged tone. Yes, I need help, sad face. Talking to insurance people. Paying for drugs. Locking my car door. I somehow always go back to my car to see if it's really locked. Twice. Taxes and any sort of standard official forums. I always feel like I'm going to fuck them up, or like my answer won't fit or won't be available from the set of answers. Checking my bank statement. I always cover my eyes before actually looking, even though I know it's gonna be bad anyway. Taking my kids to the doctor. I'm always nervous that I'm doing something wrong or my 2-year-old isn't eating enough, he eats like a grown man, but he doesn't gain much weight, or my daughter isn't meeting milestones on time. I know my kids are healthy, but I want the best for them. Thanks for watching. What would be your response? Leave it in the comments and see what the others say. Please also like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Until next time, take care.